So, yes, that is right, ladies and gentlemen. It's finally time. Race 8 underway in Las Vegas. Actually, before we get to Race 8, here we are with the LCQ, or Qualifier Race, I call it. That's how I usually label it, especially for the roster I set for this Qualifier Race. So let's see. The top 35 rule in effect, so whoever is outside the top 35 in point standings has to be in this. And basically, there's only 9 spots available, or 9 spots still available to be in the race. There's 16 cars, 9 spots, 14 lap action. Let's see who gets into the main show. Alright, so here are the guys who are going to be in main, who are trying to get their way into the main show. I cannot speak, wow. So, on in front here is, it says John Ryan. It's Irene Stravosky, who is, actually, like, doing pretty well so far. Even though she's only made 1 start, let's see if she goes 2 for 2 and making a field. Then we got Giselle Alves, who won her debut at Phoenix. She's been struggling to qualify ever since. Then we got Willie McQuire, which, by the way, Willie and Alves are both part of Josh Lee's team. Alongside Celestia Ludenberg, who's that extra entry, as there are a bunch of different drivers in the 84 car. This time, Celestia Ludenberg of Danganronpa. So yeah, a lot of Danganronpa drama here. Apparently she's the ultimate gambler, according to Lincoln Denmark himself. So I'm sure Lincoln will be, checking this out from whatever hospital he's in. I don't know, depending on whatever surgery it is. Who knows? Hopefully he's seeing it. Hopefully he's watching it. Then we got the Gluberman Andrew. That's the name, Andrew Gluberman. I don't know if he has any points yet. I think he failed to qualify at Airbase. Avon Murray, part of the Skylar Taylor's crew. Same goes for the 78 of Joshua Harmon right there in 78. Then we have, Akiko Yoshida making his debut. I'm going to say his debut. Then we got, there's Harmon. Then we got Joshua Keller, who's just having, just a rough season. Bear in mind, Joshua Keller's ran every single race this season. Same goes for the guys right behind him. We'll get to them in a minute. Then we got that Daredevil/Kana entry. Part of that, the Project 1. I don't know if they gave it an official name. I'm just calling it Project 1. In that number 1 car. Erie Avondale, I forgot to say, sorry. Then we got right behind him Nick Hershey and Christian Bracken. 2 guys who are part of Cropley's Empire, who's just been, I don't know. Bracken was fine, but then he just fell off. And now here he is. Then we got Jay Bilzerian making his debut as well, alongside Jeff Fisher, who's still here. Then we got good old Damian Kyle Wood, the Josh Lee prodigy, and rounding out is the 88 of Joshua Brown. So let's get to the qualifier race already. Alright, boys, here we go. 16 cars, 9 spots available for the actual race itself. As we go, green flag, 14 laps. And just like that, I almost said John Ryan, Stravosky already off. And she's already getting passed by Willie McQuire in the 20 car. And look at that. All fairly close so far. Close action. Hopefully they continue clean. So far, all the qualifying races have been pretty clean so far. I think this is only the 3rd qualifying race that has happened so far. The first one was in race 2 at Five Flag Speedway. And that was mainly the top 25 rule. But then more guys got added to it, so it became the top 35 rule. Then the second qualifier race was for Airbase. A lot of guys, I think only 4 guys went home that time. This time, a whopping 7 guys would be going home here. Oh, boys, someone scraped the wall back there. That's alright, let's look at the action in the back here, because that's what's important. Since Stravosky seems to be getting away with it, unless she makes a mistake. I doubt that'll happen, but you never know. Here they go. Wow. Yeah, look at that. So, top 3 seems to be doing pretty well, spread out. And then, looking at back here, so 9th is 78. I'm assuming, yeah, they were really getting close up to that wall. You gotta be careful coming out of turn 4. That's pretty dangerous. Might be worried for a race itself. You're gonna have to brush up on that one. So, looks like 9th is Harmon. Harmon? Yeah, Josh Harmon. Who is, where is he? Right back there in the 78 car. Joshua Keller's trying to go for that spot, but he can't seem to get around him as Harmon's all the way on the inside. And oh boy, Alves scraped that wall. Sort of like I said before, at least the laps are going by fast here. But yikes. Yeah, oh boy, Keller stuck on that outside, can't seem to make moves. Nice view, yeah, really pretty well spread out, I must say. The guys in the back can't seem to be, I don't know, they just can't seem to get around each other. And with that, oh boy. For a minute it looked like Hershey had damage, maybe that's just me. I'm not gonna lie. So looking back at 9th, oops, I went up to top 3. So Lundberg solidly in 3rd. And now Willie McQuire making a move for the lead here. Might as well see what's going on up here. Yep, goes down the inside. He's got that, he's trying to get that run going, but it's that outside lane. I forgot, at Las Vegas, the outside lane could be pretty strong. I thought McQuire had it, but he did not. And now, yeah, look, yeah, they're getting pretty spread out now. So if these guys want to make moves, especially for that final spot, it's still the 78, just all on his own. So the main concern here, we're going to have to see Bracken and Keller catching them. They're both Cropley guys, by the way. Oh boy, that Empire, man. Cropley's Empire, I don't know what to say. As Keller in the 31 is trying to catch him. Well, it looks like, oh, Harmon actually caught up to Alves. I didn't even notice he was catching him. Apparently he was. Oops. Yeah. So it looks like, wow, he's actually catching him. Yeah, he's past it. He's trying to make the move on Alves, but coming out of turn 4. Turn 4 is all. It looks like that's going to be the main concern here. No one hit the wall that time. Though a few of them did in earlier laps. Yeah, that 20 of McQuire cannot seem to get past Stravosky. I forgot where Stravosky finished in that airbase qualifier race. But I only know is that she made the field. Got some decent points out of it. As there's Josh Harmon. As he is still in 9th. He's in that cutoff spot. He's still in that final spot. Yeah, wow. Yeah, and those, yeah, they're really spreading out now. Like, these guys struggling to pass. Trying to make moves on each other. As there is the one of Avondale. I just realized, yeah, the #1 entry for Daredevil Motorsports. There's going to be our only race. Oh boy, Bracken skipped the wall on the outside coming out of turn 4, and that was a costly mistake. Especially when he was battling Josh Keller to catch up to Josh Harmon, who has that final transfer spot. So now he's lagging behind. Dude, Bracken made a really... Oh, man. What a fall from grace for Christian Bracken. He missed 2 races in Season 2. That's because he started in Season 2 of the Iron War Series. Bracken started in... made his first start at race 3, I think. Race 3 or 4. But then, and then he ran the rest of the season. And he actually, I think he was top 5 in the standings. Because he was actually that good. He didn't win any races, but he just racked up those good finishes. And just like that, he just fell back. The final spot, though. Harmon has been holding on to that final transfer spot the whole time. Which props. Oh boy, just spread out here. A lot going on for like 5th or 4th. Yeah, sorry, Gluerman's 4th. Gluerman falling back, so at least there's some battling going on over here, which might help Harmon's case. Because Harmon's in the bubble right now. Can't seem to get past Alves. There seems to be more action around the top 5 area as, oh boy, Lundberg making a move on McQuire. The McQuire keeps it going. He stays there. As, man, there's quite a battle so far. Actually, quite a bit of action. As, now, Yoshida is stuck on the outside. I don't think he has anything to worry about, though. As he's, Yeah, he's only, I think he's 5th? What am I looking at? Yeah, he's 5th. And Harmon, yeah, wow, look at that. And this is final lap 2. Who wins? So who wins? Stravosky is going to win in the qualifier. And Joshua Harmon with a solid 9th place. Like, he really stayed away from those guys. He was 9th, but stayed away from those guys the whole time. So Keller, Hershey, Fisher, Bracken, DK Wood, Joshua Brown again, and Bilzerian. Those guys are gonna miss the field. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? So McGuire 3rd after all that. So Lundberg was able to get there. So qualifying, we'll get to the results, but yeah, they will do a separate qualifying in a minute. And just like that, yeah, let's get to the quick results right quick. All right, boys, so here are the results for this qualifier race. So yeah, top 9 is in, the rest are going home, which has been pretty consistent for Bracken. DK Wood with that DNQ. That's his first DNQ. He's only made like 2 starts. Oh, he hasn't made many starts. Yeah. Joshua Brown failed to qualify too. Bilzerian was trying to make his debut, did not work out here. Something I have to explain right quick. The 82, because Lincoln Denmark was able to. Denmark got basically proclaimed that. Well, basically, Sumugi Shirogane, who's in Lincoln Denmark's place, has his basically using his points, so she's in automatically. She didn't have to do this. Anyway, qualifying is going to be happening in a minute. Would you look at that? That top 9. Alright. That's about it. Let's get to the main race itself. So, yeah, that's right. Qualifying just completed. So, here we are to the main field. 41 cars. Yeah, full field here. 41 cars for this race. 41 laps. How fitting. 41 cars, 41 laps. We'll get to that in the race summary later. So, a couple stories. I might as well discuss this. There's a couple stories coming into this one. As we get into it, let's get to the stories. Actually, hang on. So here is the main story. So the points leader, Heimwin King, and a nice little paint scheme. Apparently, it's like a Cody Ware-esque throwback. It's like Cody Ware from 2019 Daytona 500. But that's not the only change within Denmark Shirogane Enterprises for this race. This right here is the main story, as with Lincoln Denmark, who was 2nd in point standings, right behind his teammate Heimwin King, is basically out for this race, as apparently he's feeling some effects from the Bristol doubleheader, particularly his 2nd race in that big one. And I guess he felt fine for airbase, but then I guess they thought something was up. So the co-owner of the team, Sumugi Shirogane, I mean it's in the team name, has stepped up for this one race only, unless said otherwise, because we don't know how Lincoln's doing. So basically, she's driving Jonathan Denmark's paint scheme, and meanwhile Jonathan Denmark, they just changed the number. So like she's driving the 82, which is Lincoln's number, but this is Jonathan Denmark's paint scheme, and Jonathan Denmark, we'll get to it in the lineup itself. So that's the story right there. In fact, speaking of, here is Jonathan Denmark, as he is this is a one-off sponsorship for him, Ineos Premium Motor Oil, just for this race. Afterwards, he's going back to that Shirogane paint scheme. So hopefully Denmark, or his brother Lincoln's doing fine. I'm sure Lincoln is watching from wherever he is, or wherever he's getting surgery. So let's take a look at our starting lineup. Alright boys, let's take a look at our starting lineup for this race. So, on the pole here, we got Ronnie and Santiago, alongside the Season 2 champion, Roland Heidfeld. Then, row 2 has got Joseph Wilson, alongside 65 of Karina Sutton. Row 3 has got Heimwin King, the points leader, alongside the leader of the Empire, Colin Cropley. And then we got row 4 is Irene Stravosky, who actually got a pretty decent qualifying time after winning that winning the QR race, qualifier race, not too long ago, and alongside Kenny Mikudu. Row 5's got Mitchell Hodak, who's I think 7th in points coming into this race, alongside Ida Carlisle. Then we got the Daredevil Motorsports Sashikana car entry of Erie Avondale, I think it's female, alongside Samui Shirogane. Then we got Noah Sewell alongside Celestia Lunenberg. There's a lot of females, man. I just realized that. I haven't done a ratio, but I should have. I'll probably do it after this. Skylar Taylor, who's had a pretty mid-season, alongside Trade Network Studios, who's been a silent third place in the standings throughout this season. Dude's been top 5 all season, just hasn't really made too much of an impact. Maybe that's just me. Then we got Avon Murray, who's part of Skylar Taylor's team, alongside Derek Jeter. Single car operation, dude's been on a roll. Alongside, then we got Connor Lemon, making waves in this season. Now that she's picked things up, alongside William McQuire, who I think finished 3rd in that qualifier race. Then we got Carson Kukowski, the Kukowster, alongside Shiori Hamasaki of Josh Lee Motorsports. Then we got Josh Harmon in the 78, alongside Akiko Yoshida making his debut. Then we got Jazz Lee, who's had an odd season so far, alongside Aubrey Scott. Then we got one of Croppies boys, Chris Fortin, alongside Kerry Spinner. Then we got Becca Chang in the 55 with the 60 of Jordan Ellish. Then the 60 of Phil Johnston alongside Andrew Gluberman. Then we got Giselle Alves, who actually made it into the main race. Wow, I just realized. Alongside Elijah Willis. Then we got Josh Lee himself alongside Jonathan Denmark. Catherine Cantar alongside Michael Hoax. Lyle Austin right next to Caden Lemon. And rounded out is 00 of Martin Stone. Let's get into the race without further ado. Alright, boys. Oh, boy, it's about to start. 41 cars, 41 laps. Make this be a spectacle of the ages. After such a hiatus, green flag racing. Ronnie and Santiago off to an amazing start there. Nice speed. That's quite a start. As my goodness. Yeah, just like that. And it looks like she's already going on the high side, but then both lanes work for the most part. Doesn't really matter that much. They're coming out. Oh boy, a lot of them scraped the wall there. Going to start finish line. Who's in the lead? Well, it's her. Joseph Wilson off to 2nd. They're already spreading out pretty quickly off their own little packs. I can't tell who is where though, as there is Joseph Wilson, who's actually fallen outside the top 10 in the point stand as of late, which is a shame because he started off pretty well. Been a bit inconsistent lately, which is a shame. A few more guys scraping the wall. Hopefully it's not a big problem. As you have the 18 of Wilson. Actually, let's follow the Heim Wayne King, by the way, the points leader. I just realized. Let's follow him for a bit. The points leader, Heim Wayne King, is just like, I don't know, and he has quite a bit of a points lead over Lincoln Denmark going into this race. So the fact that Lincoln's not in this race, that's a bigger gap. Oh boy! Oh man! Stravinsky bounced off that wall in Heim. No harm done. Well, sort of, because Heim Wayne King just lost his momentum. Oh man, just one down on the apron. Oh, he is way off pace. That's gonna throw everyone off, and it has. Look at that. And now they're all bunched up like it's a super speedway. Heim just, oh man. They just all bunched up there. Heim is falling back to 8th. At least I think he's further back than that, but I don't know. Like, Ronnie and Santiago, I almost said the wrong name, is just gone away with it. So let's take a look at what's going on here. Skylar Taylor up the track. Heim has gone back going with, oh boy, right there, his co-boss caught on his trail. As, man, this season, I never thought Heim Wayne King would be having such a season. But here we are. Nice helicopter view. We don't use this often, mainly because of the noise. Not really a way to patch that up. Not that I can find. Maybe I haven't looked around. Anyway, maybe higher ups haven't looked around. But yeah, that's quite the view so far. As you got, let's see, the top 5 is really spread out. Like, they're just getting away with it. As there's Ron Heidfeld in second. Heidfeld's finally having, whoopsie. Heidfeld is finally having a good run. Heidfeld is finally having a good run. And he's already catching up to her, actually. Hang on. I thought she got away with it. But nah, he's making moves. But yeah, Rowan Heidfeld finally getting that run. Because, my goodness, this season, if you want to talk about championship hangover, Josh Lee was season 1 champion. But it wasn't much of a hangover because he was still a championship contender in season 2. And he's still doing good now. I think he's top 5 in the standings. I think he was 4th in the standings coming into this. Josh Lee is. Heidfeld has just been outside the top 20 for like the whole season. Let's go through the rest of the top 10. That's pretty spread out too. Though, yeah. Winning King is outside the top 10. Let's see. Though, yeah, he's chasing down the Ultimate Gambler. Who would have thought 2 Danganronpa characters in this race? One is a gambler, which is why she's at Vegas, you know. How fitting she's racing at Vegas, considering her hobbies. And then the co-owner of the team, I think, a spot below, yeah, he's behind Trade Network Studios. He's also had a solid season so far. Everything's been fairly clean. Well, I say fairly clean. Well, there have been some bumping around. I'm surprised there were no crashes happen. Whoa! Wait. I guess I see skin marks. Did Hoax hit a wall? I don't see anything. I have to find that. I will have to look for that later. I need the crew to look for that later. Because my good, I don't know. I didn't see anything. He is far away from everyone else. Yeah, the whole field's just spread out now. So, honestly, these guys, oh boy, it's going to be skill based on this one. They won't be relying, I guess they're not going to be relying on cautions unless something stupid happens. No. That can happen sometimes. Just anything happens, especially with these guys going out of turn 4. A lot of them scrape, like bumping into that wall. Like that's how Heinway King fell back to begin with and stacked up the field. Because I forgot who it was. I think it was 39 Stravosky. Bounced off the wall, went into him, then he lost control. And almost wiped out in front of everybody. So it's been very... They've been able to back off each other just enough to not cause an accident. As there's 84. If I'm looking at top 500 point standings, I think I remember... Where is it? Look at my notes here. Okay, found my notes. Yeah, the top 5 in the standings, so let's look at them. So Jeter's right there. I think he's running... Jeter's right there and it's running 16th, 15th, around there. Then we got Trade Network Studios, who's third in points, who's right ahead of him in like 14th or so. 14th, 13th. See that as they cross the line. Well, never mind. Trade Network up to 13th. Josh Lee is not having a good race. He's down to 29th. Who else is where? All of the top 5 in the standings are doing pretty well. And I think lap traffic's going to be a problem right now because Hoax is way behind. Though that depends on the lap times. There's top 5. In fact, let's see. Are any of the guys in the top 10 in the standings in the top 10? Well, Makudu's 8th. If I can find her. Makudu's 8th. Then at 5th. Not 5th, sorry. Right behind her is Mitchell Hodak, who is 7th in the standings, so quite a season for him. Avondale in 10th. So that project between Daredevil, Motorsports, and Connor is doing pretty well so far. Heinway King, the point slayer, is running 12th from the looks of it. And it's a bit mixed bag so far. I mean, actually, he's making his way back up the front pretty fast. As Sumugi Shirogane has lost even more spots. And there is, oh boy, Trade Network. Yeah, they are, even though they're going single file, it's not without action. These guys, yeah, especially when they're making moves there, they went single file in the trial, then they just spread out. Like it was a restart or something, if you know what I'm talking about. Let's see the top 5. So, Ronnie and Santiago's led every single lap so far. The 6 of Heidfeld can't seem to catch him. Oh, just realized, Karina Sutton, who's been having an odd season herself. But she's right there in the top 3. The top 3 has just gone away. 2 seconds ahead of everyone else. Oh, there may be 2 seconds between, about 2 seconds between her and Santiago. And that's 36 of Hoax getting in the way. Let's see if he caused any trouble just from being a lot slower. I'm sure he's going to try his best to get out the way, but we don't know yet. As they are, 3 wide coming out of turn 4. I thought that would be a disaster, but no. Look at that battle for his 11th. With 3 of the Denmark cars there. Dude, what is that battle? Okay, let's head to what's going on in the top 5. The top 3 for that matter. They're slowly catching the 36. Ronnie Ann has led every single lap so far from what I've seen. Unless Heidfeld led a lap for a split second and I missed it. But yeah, quite a race so far. As there's Michael Hoax. I'm still noting that for later. Gotta figure out what went wrong with Hoax. I see skin marks. He must have crashed on his own. And but it wasn't a spin, so a caution never came out. Because otherwise, I don't know why caution never came out for whatever his misfortune was. And looking at that, well, he gets out the way. And in fact, he gets in front of Heidfeld. Which might be a hindrance. It looks like it is. Or maybe not. I don't know. Looking at Ronnie Ann coming out of turn 1. They're switching up lines. Let's see what's going on back here. Actually, no, hang on. Switching back because, oh boy, there's Heidfeld going for a lead there. Sutton's lost some speed. Maybe because of I guess Hoax messed up her line there. I'm sure he's trying, but at the same time, with how it flows, it's sort of hard for him to just get out the way. But he's got to get out the way of Sutton. Sutton just fell back behind. Can't talk, guys. I don't know why. Fell back behind. As, yeah, look at that. So, Ron Heidfeld, man, he's got to get back in winning form, especially when Heidfeld won the championship in Season 2. I wouldn't say it was dominant, but it was it was a really good season. He did really good. How do I put this? So, Heidfeld, I have to look at my notes for this one. Heidfeld won 2 races. But for the most part, he won, I think he won an air base in Season 2 whilst the points leader and not really gained to his lead. I don't know what happened there, but he just fell way behind. Laps are going by fast here. By the way, this is 15% race length. It always has been. It's just that a lot of the other races have been had a lot of cautions thrown in there, or a lot of cautions happening from crashes, which is why the races tend to be a bit longer than usual. But yeah, this race gone by light speed, man. I don't know what to say. As the top 10 has had quite a bit of changes from those things. Mitchell Hodak in the 7 car. And yeah, there's the points leader, Haim Wayne King. Which Haim Wayne King, my goodness, let's see if he can get with the point standings, with the points lead. Though the difference here with this season is that the first 2 seasons of the Iron War series were both there were 10 races each. Season 3, this season is 14 races, so it's an extra 4 races that Haim Wayne King would have to deal with. Let's see how long he holds on to that. We'd have to wait and find out. So third in points is Trade Network Studios, and he is 42 points behind. So there's still a lot of time left in the season. That added to the fact that the race at Indy will have the points doubled just for that race. So that'll be quite the spectacle. So there are going to be a lot. That will be, I think that will, for a lot of the championship. Oh boy, I guess it's pit cycle time. That's quite the timing for pit cycles. One by one, they're pitting. As there's a lot of activity going on in the back. That was a bit alarming. Or at least I think it's pit cycles. I don't see Cropley. Yeah, certain guys have pitted. Looks like Cropley's boys. Wow, look at that. How fitting, Cropley's boys. So we have Cropley and the second-hand guy, Mitchell Hodak, and Michael Hoax. And there are the leaders. Look at that battle. Oh my goodness. Now, I'm not sure who's taking the lead, but we'll keep that on. Ludenberg off to the lead. And look at that. In fact, let's figure out. So let's see Ludenberg leading a couple laps. It's a shame it's a shame though that there's no bonus points for leading laps, so it doesn't mean much. But let's see how the pit cycles pan out. Let's switch to Ludenberg actually. Look at that. Look at all those guys pitting. Oh, there's 84 Ludenberg. Would you look at that? Bow off pit road for the main pack. Who wins that race? So far, like, everyone's on pit road at the same time. Hopefully there's no scuffles. As the 42 is off to the lead. Rowan Heidfeld had a slow pit stop. Oh my gosh, passed by multiple people. Oh, someone must have fumbled a tire. So even when Heidfeld has a good day, the crew is just not there. Wow, that is really unlucky. There's still some guys pitting. Now, as it stands now, Ludenberg is still the leader since they pitted later. But if we're going to talk about pit cycle, I don't know who'd be in the lead. Would it be Cropley? No, it'd be Santiago. Would you look at that? So yeah, Santiago though, but she got competition. Karina Sutton making a move on the inside. Let's see if she gets it to stick. So far, because that outside lane is pretty good at Las Vegas, so the inside, it's not guaranteed that Sutton will make the pass. And just like that, yeah, oh boy, Santiago clears Sutton. So look at Santiago with that effort there, leading almost every lap. Minus that Ludenberg one. We're not counting that. We're talking about the main race itself. Santiago's led basically every lap. I haven't seen a dominant performance like that since Josh Lee back in race 2 at 5 flags. Sutton's been running top 3 this whole race. Is that Colin Cropley running top 5? Or Josh Harmon? Right, Josh Harmon had he got that last spot in that qualifier race. Yeah, that outside lane looks like that's where you want to be in turns 3 and 4. Man, Santiago's made that lane work. For a minute, I thought there were still guys coming out. There were still some drivers coming out pit road. Now everyone's out. So from what I've seen, somehow caution-free race, which I don't think there has been a caution-free race so far this season. Even 5 flags had a. I don't know. This might be the first caution-free race. I might jinx it. Though, oh boy. Is that... Hang on, is that Shirogane? I guess Shirogane had a bad pit cycle too because, I don't know. I don't know how she's second to last. Hoax, by the way, only the first 40 drivers get any points whatsoever. So, as it stands now, Michael Hoax gets 0 points. I just have to point that out. So it's been a two-way battle here between the 65 and the 42. Though, yeah, Sutton's trying to make that inside lane stick, but it's not working out. She's trying again. See, though it seems to work better in turns 1 and 2, from the looks of it. I'm not sure what was up with her braking there. Josh Harmon falling back. So did Cropley's third. Cropley's up to third now. Though he's just, like, sort of on his own. There's no one there. And look at, speaking of that, Sutton on the outside. I said how the outside lane is preferred lane, just like that Sutton takes over the lead. I guess Sutton found out the formula, found her way on the outside. And just like that, she's off to the lead. Let's see if the 42 of Ronnie Santiago can keep on going. And by the way, Santiago, I think, won that little all-star, that sort of makeshift all-star still round that was at the LA Coliseum. By the way, that race was put together like last minute. It's just all like top 20 in the point standings. Everyone who was in the top 20 in the point standings minus a couple of guys. Like Lincoln Denmark missed that race too. Like, he wouldn't have to do with like his surgery before that race even. But yeah, Cropley in a pretty distant third. As my goodness, I'm not sure what happened to Shirogane, but I guess her pit stop got messed up somehow. Because to be fair, a lot of those guys, they are all at pit road at the same time. So it's possible that things just went out of whack for certain guys. I mean, Ron Heinfeld was in the lead, was like going for a win, or sort of battling for the lead. And now he's all the way back to, where is he? He's down to 16th. We're from the second to 16th on that pit cycle. Now, oh boy, 5 laps to go. 4 laps to go. Actually about 5 laps to go. Next caution will end the race. And it looks like the leader, yeah, Karina Sutton is just off of the lead, man. I'm not sure. Like, dude, Sutton with that speed, which by the way, Daredevil Motorsports, if I look at the list of the winners so far this season, no one from Daredevil Motorsports has won a race yet. In fact, let's look at Alright, let me list off the previous winners for a second. The winners so far this season. Lincoln Denmark won the season opener at Hillside. Because he keeps winning at Hillside. I don't know. He's just something about him. Josh Lee won race 2 at Five Flags. And then race 3 was Joel Alves, who actually made this race. Cropley finally got his first career Iron Warrior Series win at Rockingham. Then the Bristol doubleheaders. So first one was won by Hoax. And then the second one was won by Heim Wayne King, who's current points leader now. And then Karts Kukowski, the Kukowster, who won Airbase. So, which by the way, if you notice pattern there's been no repeat winners. And it looks like we're en route, unless something stupid happens here, they are en route for, an 8th different winner. Which has been surprised so far this season. I can't believe that there's been 7 different winners so far, when it might be 8, depending on what happens. Let's see if Colonel Cropley has the speed to spoil the show and be the first guy to win multiple races this season. First driver to win multiple races, because my goodness. Alright. Michael Hoax there, just no speed. Same for Elish. There's Shirogane. Karina Sutton just getting off with the lead now. That 42, I don't know what happened, but you couldn't catch him ever since. And just like that, let's see what happens here on the final lap. Going through the field. Yeah, they've been spread out since that pit cycle. Which, by the way, first caution-free race of this series so far. Because a lot of these have been loads of crashes. It's been like it felt like the truck series this season. And drivers have been voiced their splashes, but it doesn't matter. As the winner is Karina Sutton. As I could not. Wow, I couldn't mess around with the controls there, production team. Karina Sutton with her first win. That's the first win for Daredevil Motorsports. Especially after all the struggles they've been through. How up and down they've been. They've gone through the most trials and tribulations, especially with Karina Sutton and her teammate John Ryan being at home for the next few races or so. In fact, Stravosky is going to be doing one more race. Anyway, let's see the replay. Let's see that race-winning pass back in, I think, lap 32. Alright, here we are, lap 33. This was a race-winning move here. She was pretty far away from her, but then all of a sudden, I don't know if Santiago to slow down too much on the inside. Sutton was able to find her groove on the outside and never looked back, even in turn 1. And while that happened, Cropley was able to catch up to him, but not in time. But at least Cropley is back to getting some points here, because especially when he got 0 points in the last race at Airbase, he needs this in order if he wants to have a shot at the title. So remember, there's still a lot of time left to go for the title right now. So now let's take a look at what the heck happened to Michael Hoax. Here we are, about lap 8 or 9. As yet they spread out. Someone went. That's Kerry Spinner. What? He got taken out by Becca Chang. And that's a spin. But it was on his own, so the caution never came out for it. And then he just got back going. Wow. That has to suck for him. Okay, look at what happened here. Loose Kerry Spinner to 37. I'm not sure what happened to him, but he just ducked down. And third. Oh my gosh! Wow. Just got stuck and then hooked. And that's all she wrote. And then that's how Michael Hoax just off-cycled everyone else. Just like that, Hoax gets 0 points from this. But let's take a look at the results now. Alright, boys, so here is the finishing results, or the official results of this race. So, here's the winner. So, Karina Sutton, who was basically starting the second row, she started fourth. This is like, so a good race for her all around. Second was Arnie Santiago. Third was Colin Cropley, leader of the Empire. Fourth is Stravosky. Fifth is Joseph Wilson. This will help get him back in the top 10, hopefully. Celestia Lunenberg, by the way, didn't pay too much attention to her, but hey, the Ultimate Gambler, and basically this is her one-off, unless Lincoln Denmark says otherwise. She got a nice, solid 6th place finish here at Las Vegas. Hodak in 7th, how fitting. 8th is Fortin. This helps him since he's 10th in the stand. No, 9th in the standings. Yeah, 9th in the stand. No, 9th? Yeah, Fortin's 9th in the standings. Sorry. 9th is Jeter, who is 5th in the standings going into this race. That helps him too. And Erie Avondale in our one-off entry. So, 11th is Noah Sewell. 12th is Jazzy. 13th is Rowan Heidfeld. 14th is Makudu. Points leader Heimway King. This probably won't hurt him too much. We're 3rd place in the standings. Trade Network. Where is he? The Studios. I don't see him here. He fell back. Oh, Studios did not have a good race. Not good. Same as Josh Lee. He's down 25th. Kane Lemon in 21st. Hamasaki 20th. Becca Chang, who initiated that thing with Michael Hoax, down in 19th. Connor Lemon is 16th. Yoshida in his debut winds up 23rd. Let's see. Lyle Austin, Murray, Denmark. Jonathan Denmark had a silent race. Willis in the 47. Spinner in the 30s. Spinner in the 32nd, sorry. 35th was Gluerman. Kentara. So I haven't talked about these guys at all, oddly enough. Though I mentioned Studios a few times. This really hurt him in the standings, especially when he's been doing good so far. But it is what it is. Shirogane wound up second to last from a bad pit cycle. But let's talk about Heidfeld, man. Dude was second going on the pit road. Where is he? He was second going into pit road. And then he just, I don't know. Maybe they dropped a tire or something, or fumbled the fuel tank, or what. Whatever the case was, his crew dropped the ball during pit cycles. Ellis third to last, and Michael Hoax dead last because of what Becca Chang did. And with that, gets 0 points. So, next race. Yet to determine it, but we will get to that when we get to that. It will be something to see. Though the main thing will be Indianapolis and what's going to happen there, but we'll get to that when we get to that. Thank you. So, yeah, that'll do it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this, especially after a hiatus I took, which I sort of just do these out the blue, so I'm sorry about that, guys. But race 9 should be pretty soon. So these next few races are not going to be too spaced out, especially with the Trackster Pro Series coming back. And I said that it would be the Trackster Pro Series would be coming back after, right after the race at Indy. So yeah, we'll get to that when we get to that. And yeah, that's about it.